dancer, actor, playwright, poet, producer, director, and a father to many. So, unless you've been living on another planet and don't know who we're about to speak to, let me introduce you to Orville Hall, affectionately known as Sir and also Dada. Mr. Hall, take us back to your humble beginnings, because I'm sure your viewers would like to know about your upbringing.
The only reason why I never said to your viewers that they should research is because I don't really want people to get offended because it's a formal interview, right? But I think that generation here lack research. And sometimes people research and will find out more about persons who have contributed to the culture. But my humble beginnings really go back to this spot that we're on right now. 1 bedroom, board house, mom and dad, Mr. Larry and Mr. Kenneth, as they're affectionately known. Well, my mother is now known as the world boss. 90 years old, going on to 91 and still moving around. And grew up with 2 siblings, 2 brothers, 1 younger, 1 older. The older brother left home early, and it was me and my younger brother who many persons thought we were twins, because that's how we grew up. My mother buy the same shoes, uniform the same way, same bag, whole works. We started at on Reddy's Road, a school. I don't remember what the school was named, but the teacher, she was the standout person. So I remember Miss Dawes, that's her name. Mm-hmm. That was like our prep school. And then we move on to St. Richard's Primary. And from St. Richard's Primary, I went to Edith Dalton James Secondary School in Boone Park. And that is somewhere that's where I lose myself, because it was Duane Park. It was during the time of when we had this terrible election, 1980. And it's a place where if you don't have certain guidance, you lose yourself easily. It's the same school that Orville Burrell, aka Shaggy, came out of. Bounty Killer went there, Kiprich went there. So some of the persons who shine bright in the entertainment industry came from that school. But when I got there at the time, you kind of feel defeated because everybody wanted to go to a high school. Mm-hmm. So when you go to secondary school, it's almost like you lost or you disappoint your parents. So it was easy to either go wayward or look into yourself and try change for the better. It was very humble beginnings because parents are poor people. So we know all of the things then. The mackerel and butter and the rice, white rice and butter, dumpling and butter, and the whole work. But they were hard work, and my father did farming, so the back of my yard is where he would plant up the thing. And he would go scout on the hill and try find land where nobody now use, and doing farming as well. And my mother was a perpetual housewife. She stayed home, look after the kids, and if she get a job, she would do things like crash program work. If you know what crash program is when they sweep the streets. Mm-hmm. So she used to do a whole heap of that, and I get in trouble a couple of times because when I journey from school on the bus and my mother up on the road, and the youth them find out my mother do crash program work, and they tease with it. Mm-hmm. And I never take kindly to the teasing when you tell me my mother do crash program work and she sweep the road. So you could thump in her face go on my mother to visit school and talk to my teachers about it. But I never take kindly to my mother being disrespected. Yeah. So it's real humble beginnings in real life.
You grew up with 2 siblings. What was your relationship like with your brothers growing up?
Very interesting question. My oldest brother always stand up in our life like a father figure. That's the level of respect we have for my oldest brother. And my younger brother, we are like brothers. But in the truest sense of the word, if you understand what I say.
Yeah.
You know, brothers grow up and fight and have different kind of struggle.
Yeah.
I have never had a physical fight or a falling out with my brother. Apart from when Miss Laurel finished cook and she call and tell you say food finished, he used to rush go at the table to find the biggest plate of food. And faster than me, so I always reach here before me. That's the only time I have a kind of feeling in my stomach, because when I reach, I look for the plate with the biggest meat and take it. But we've never had a quarrel, we've never had a fight. And part of the reason is Miss Laurel used to tell you, say she is a referee. So if you fight, she a ref, but she ever use a weapon to ref, like a map stick or a broomstick or a piece of board or a pot, and somebody will get damaged. So it never, and just how we live, how we come to our parents live and how we live, it never encouraged any kind of physical falling out.
What are some of the achievements of dance expressions?
Whoa, it's a whole heap, you know. As a matter of fact, you can come up on them inside. So every now and then, clean them down, you know. Make sure I set them look good. This one, the prize, the first award, Rockers Award. So the year when I get this, 1997. Before enough of them youth here in a dance hall a dance. Before them born. And if people think that this is a fluke thing, them things as a fluke award, this award, the year when we get this award, Shaggy was also awarded the same year too. And I have pictures to prove it. So we and Shaggy, the Fame Rockers Award, we have our one. This is the late great Merciless. Merciless was awarded that night as well. And these were the members at the time: Antoinette, Tina, Suzette. And this is the group ARP. They do a couple songs with Beanie Man them too and some other artists. And this is when I was the grooming instructor for Tasty's talent competition. And this is 2 years before this. This is 1995. And at one point, we never know if we did ever win an award, because we're out in the street. When Xpressionz was born, and we leave and go out in the street and decide to want to get street popularity. Because it doesn't make sense you're a dance group and then have a certain level of street cred. We don't want people to see us just an uptown dance group that have a formal education in dancehall. In Jamaica, the street credibility is important. And we're out there for a while and not never there forward. And it's almost when you decide, say, you know something, nothing about that do this for now. Award. I could just go and do it because people know it. That's when Stone Love Awards. So I think we have been awarded by Stone Love the most. We've gotten a number of other awards, but it's Stone Love Award because Stone Love is one of the foundation places. So we get, and the reason why we love Stone Love is because Stone Love, we grow with Stone Love. So we get best upcoming dance group, best new dance group, best dance group. We get best international dancer for the year. I think Shelly get best female dancer. Stacey was awarded. Yeah man, we get a number of different awards.
We have covered dance. You have showed us where you were a part of many different plays.
Yeah.
Give us an insight on that. How did you become an actor?
You want your interesting story?
Yes.
I was a professional actor before dance.
You were.
My acting career started in 1992. You're either never born yet or around that time
no,
you went to be.
I wasn't born.
Yeah. So it's a whole heap of history. Me and my brother got in the community, this community here, Jacksontown, where we're born and grew up, now home delivery. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, so let me tell you, say it was a one room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Home delivery in the one room. Both of us, me and my brother. So in the community, we used to do a whole heap of, you know, from, if you don't know, here when we have grew up, and we have moonlit nights and we used to play out there and different games and all of that, because the communities back then did a whole heap of acting. It really reflected what was done in Africa. So African retentions pass over to we naturally. So we used to do a whole heap of that, and we'd come together as a community, we stage plays. So that is when we start to realize who have the talent for that. And years later, we met somebody who did one of the play then. It was Mama Man and Obia Wedding. Tommy Tamlin, Joshua Tamlin. Tommy, anyway you're there, brother, big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself. You get me and my brother in a play called Bun for Bun.
No man must come to you. So I want to be the father, sir. Be for your backside. Who's be for? It could be your baby mother.
And Bun for Bun became a blockbuster. So the very first play that we went into, push your name out there. Them days there, we work with King, who Patrick Wildman. So from them time, they know King. Years of friendship. And we started doing other plays. Before I was formalized as a dancer in 95. So I did a complete 3 years of being popular as an actor before dancer. But by the time I got into dancing, we just start take off. That's when people really start know the name and know the face and attach the face to the name. So that is where it kick off. But when we go Xed Community College, when I got into the college to do the associate degree in performing arts, that is when I formalized myself now as not just an actor, but a writer and a director. Because I major in a dance and drama. And then I start realize how similar directing is to choreography, you know, and how putting things together. I'm truly excited about it. So I really start focus on writing plays, directing it, and looking at the end result on stage. Like when I choreograph a dance and watch my dancers do it, I see me direct a show, and I sit back and I look on it. And even though I'm a strong critique of my own work, it is still something, it's always something to work towards. I always say that I work towards that, I want to get that better, just like when I do with choreography. So I graduated Xed as the first double major in the program, because we were a part of the guinea pig group.
Also, you were awarded a 100 performance in the Stages production Get Out. Tell us about that.
Yep. That is another milestone in, you know, just me being an entertainer. That production actually did 110 performances in one location. That's the magic about that performance. Again, one of the biggest stage play in Jamaica. So it's a whole heap of historical things I've been a part of, and that show also toured the places in the US that plays usually go twice. I remember one of the time we go to, I think it was Florida, and we were slated to do 2 shows. And because of the popularity of the play, we had to stay for the 2 more shows. Because the first 2 shows sold out completely. And we had to do 2 other shows. So, yeah. And this is the wall that shows some of the things that were involved in that. Different things. This is the Magnum dance group for the decade. Decade is 10 years, right? So Magnum gave us the big, call it the dance hall, big dance crew, dance Xpressionz. at their 20th anniversary, we got awarded for being the dance group of the decade. You know how that feels? It means you have to do something for over a decade and people see your work and talk about it. And this is my long service award from RJR. So a whole heap of people never know, say 16 years now I work. Going into 17 years I work as a radio announcer at Fame and the co-host for Full House Friday. And this again is something else from Magnum. And this is my contribution to the culture as a choreographer and the founder of the first dancehall dance studio in Jamaica and my dance course outline of it. So this wall kind of covers, you know, what we do in a dance, in a acting and film. This is my award for what I've done in film recently.
So you passed 100,000 subscribers. Give us a little insight on filming.
I watch a whole heap of, I'm a movie buff, so I watch a whole heap of movies and always interested in more than what goes on just on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So when YouTube became popular and we start seeing things on YouTube like behind the scenes and all them something that fascinate me more. And in 2000, when I go Asia for the first time and come back from Asia, that was just around the time when the pandemic hit Jamaica. So dance classes and touring the world would stop. And we decided, so we need to engage ourselves, me and Dance Xpressionz members at that time. And we said we could engage with YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel was not a monetized channel. It was a channel where we just put up dance things, and you know, once you're using other people's music, other people's content, you can't get monetized because they really want more original content. So that is when I remember a guy named Rupert that works with CVM at the time, explained to me, said, brother, you can make money off a YouTube channel, you just need to just get some original things. We set up a camera one day and catch the members just doing them things, because they naturally know. So Stacey was also she was dance major, drama minor. Shelly was the same thing, dance major, drama minor. And I said, now we use the thing there, the acting part of what we do, because we don't know the dance already. And Stacey used to encourage me to get some things done on the YouTube channel, because she was the one who formally start the YouTube channel on behalf of the group. And we had like 4,000 dormant subscribers. And we take it from there. So when we upload, it was April of 2020 when we do a first upload. And when we start to the engagement, we realize, yo, people interested in this. But the interesting thing was, it was the pandemic and people get locked down. So because people get locked down now, people wanted things to watch. And because what we are doing is recreating just things we're going to Jamaica. You know, people who love them belly. People like you have food in a throat. From see how you move, it's a food you move that little while. Yeah. So we start doing short skits, and we did one at the bar next door, and that is the one where they take off, the bartender. And when we see that now, we start upload more. And then in no time, we became eligible for monetization. We became monetized, we started earning on the page, and we started taking this thing more seriously. We learned the art of editing. I remember the things that I say on television in terms of angles and all them things. So I'm really self-taught in this area. I do my own research, and I was around a lot of people who work in the film industry. Junior Beckford,
Mhm.
Again, another person I can say, Becky, anyway you stand up, my brother. Becky is the person who introduced us to film on a certain level where we were close to him, where we could have observed the things we do. And we could have used that in what I'm doing now. But the only difference is we do it with a phone.
Mhm.
So we know the quality is not the best and the editing is not the best, but what kept people coming back to Xpressionzja YouTube channel is the stories. We told interesting stories. And trust me, it took off. It took wings and yeah. We moved from 4,500 dormant subscribers, and the same year, by the end of the same year, we moved to 30,000, and we are now presently at 151,000 and climbing. This proved we're 100,000.
Awesome. And that includes me. Yes.
Yeah, you are an ardent
Yes. It
fan before,
yes. And it also encouraged me to cook Sunday dinner early
so
I
you can sit down and watch.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I would like to talk about what might be a sensitive topic for you. You are past members of the group, both Xpressionz and the bartender. What's the relationship like, or what was the relationship like, if that's okay to talk about? If not, we can always move on. Stay tuned for part 2 of our interview with the professor. You don't want to miss this.